Hello everyone, my name is B, your Onyx Nova Cosplay, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I make cosplays, crafts, and other weird crap. And today, we're celebrating my birthday! I turned 28 today, which is wild. But I decided that for this year I would, instead of doing a celebration of sorts, I wanted to focus on the projects that I've made this year. So, I've made a top 10 list of the projects that I've made. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So for number 10, I have this witch cabin. Now this witch cabin is special to me because it's the first time I ever tried to really make any sort of like miniature model, any sort of diorama kind of thing. It was very new for me. I enjoyed the process of making it though. I had a lot of little witchy type, materials that I got from Michaels, and I just been hoarding them for like years, and so I was like, I should do something where I get to use all of them together. I had also really been watching a lot of Studson Studios at the time, so I was like, I want to make something like he makes, and of course mine is not at the quality that his is, but I did have fun making it. It was just a joy to make. It was also really fun. I still have it. It hangs out in my kitchen on top of my fridge right now. But it was such a joy to make, and I loved every second of it. For number 9, we have the stick effigies from the Blair Witch Project. Now this is a more recent one. This one is low on the list because it was pretty simple to do. For the witch cabin, it was just because of the quality of the end product. For this one, it feels like it's pretty movie accurate, but it is just sticks and twine at the end of the day. Now, I will say I did use new methods to make twine myself that was also aged, so that was pretty cool. And I didn't just use real sticks, I used recycled products to make these sticks. So overall, I feel like I did a pretty good job of recreating these with recycled materials. So yeah, I think number 9, pretty solid for the stick figures on that one. And for number 8, we have the fantasy horns. So for these fantasy horns, I wanted to make something that like I could wear to the Ren Fair if I wanted to. I had 2 of those little cones from when I was going to remake Ibuki Miyoda's wig, and then I realized that I kind of loved what I did, and I just need to touch up the one I have. So I bought these cones, didn't have a use for them, so I decided I should make some cute little fantasy horns to rock. The colors did not quite end up how I wanted them to, so that was kind of like a meh. But I do think overall it still looked pretty cool, and I would love to actually take these to the Ren Fair one day. I haven't actually done that yet. I did make them for a Ren Fair, but I did not end up going this past year, so maybe next year I'll take them to the Ren Fair. But I have a whole cosplay for it, so I'm really excited to take those out and just have fun. They're also lightweight, so like it's not going to hurt my head throughout the entirety of the event, so that's fun. For number 7, I have my Sam piggy bank. It's my favorite thing ever. It's sitting right over there. I look at it every morning. It's so cute. Again, this one's kind of low on the list because it wasn't too complicated to make. I was just repainting and adding some things to a thing that already existed. But you know what? That's okay because it's super cute and I love it. But he's just a little guy. He just hangs out over there. I love him so much. But no, he's super cute. He's super cute. He was super fun to make. I was really feeling the Halloween spirit when I made this little guy. So, like, it was just a joy. And now I see him every day, and he warms my heart. For number 6, we have the lollipop. Slightly connected to the last one. Again, I was really cranking out these little mini projects during Halloween, and this lollipop I'm really proud of because yes, overall, it is not a crazy super big project, right? I know this, but it was made out of skewers, ribbon, more ribbon, or technically a shoelace, and cardboard and foam and hot glue and paint, and that's really all there is to it. And I think it ended up really cool. It's pretty sturdy. It's got a little bit of a shine to it because I put glitter in it. Like, it sits next to Sam. That's why I keep looking over there. It's because I'm looking at it right now. I love this thing so much. But I had a lot of fun with it. It was, again, super cute, super fun, a blast to make. And Trick or Treat is one of my favorite movies of all time. So that's always a bonus. For number 5, we have Barbie, specifically my Barbie and Burnout video. So the Barbie project itself was good for me. It was a lot of it was all hand sewing, actually. I did use a bed sheet, so parts of the seams that look more finished were in fact because they were bed sheets. But I tried to make a circle skirt for the first time without a machine. I did a lot of hand sewing. I know I keep saying that, but it was so much hand sewing. And I also was going through a really big depressive time in my life because I was so burnt out trying to be creative while also working a full-time job and dealing with a lot of severe personal issues, which I'm not going to get into right now. But like, I was going through a lot at the time, and then I was trying to use Barbie as a way to like get out of that funk. I was trying to get it done by the movie before the movie came out. That didn't happen. I didn't even see the movie. I still haven't seen the movie. But it was a big one for me because that was the first project of this year of trying to make this YouTube channel happen, where I was like, hold on, I need to like check myself real quick and be like, what am I doing too much? Am I going to hurt myself? Am I going to burn myself out and not actually want to keep doing this? For number 4, I had the big key that we ended up using for 6 in Mono from Little Nightmares 2. So this big key was actually a project that had taken me several years to complete because I started it and I was originally going to use it for an Alice in Wonderland cosplay, and then it kind of got pushed on the back burner forever, and then I finally brought it back out and I was like, okay, perfect, I can actually use this now. And it was a lot of recycled materials. I love using recycled materials when I can because it's very important. This craft can be very, very messy and waste heavy, and so I try to balance that out by essentially not wasting as much if I can help it. I still hoard all the little foam scraps. I still hoard everything. I hoard a lot just so I can use it down the line, so I'm not wasting money and also materials if I can help it. So a lot of recycled materials for this one, some fabric that I've been holding on to that I could not wait to get rid of. And in the end, it was a super awesome big key that like was the perfect size to make us seem small in comparison to such a large key. And again, connected, we have number 3, which is the gnome from Little Nightmares. We've named him Snosnidge. Yes, that's how you pronounce it. There is an extra in there. But we named him Snosnidge. This was the first time I'd ever made like a plushie or anything like that. So it was, again, so much hand sewing. I don't have a machine right now, so all my projects are hand sewing. But there's a lot of hand sewing, working with plushie materials, figuring out how shapes worked when you fill it with the little polyfill, that's the word. Painting different materials to make them match. Again, more recycled materials. Using hot glue as weathering, kind of, for details, texture, all that good stuff. And overall, I have a cute little guy who also hangs out in my kitchen, and he helps me cook because his name is Snosnidge. Snosnidge, and he belongs in the kitchen. So he's my little sous chef. He's my little chef like Ratatouille. Oh my god, he's my Remy. All right. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. All right. And then number 2, again connected to Little Nightmares, was Six herself. Now, Six is one of my favorite horror video game protagonists of all time. Six is awesome. She's just a little guy and taking on the world, and I love her, but she's also a little creepy. She's a little grimy looking, and I like costumes where I can be a little messy with it, a little gross with it. And if I cosplay her again, or if I cosplay someone from the 3rd game, which is coming out in 2025, I think, 2026, 2025. I'll fact check myself, maybe I'll forget, I don't know. But Six is just so fun. I got to work with shapes. I got to work with the worst material known to man. Oh my god, that stuff was awful. That it was cheap dollar store tablecloths. It was tablecloths from the dollar store that I used on a dress I got from the thrift store, and like it actually turned out really cool. And there's only one thing I would fix, and that's at the bottom of the hem. You can see a little bit of the fabric coming out, and that's because one of the stitches detached as I put it on, and I did not have the time to fix it. But that's okay, because it still looked really cute. And we met another Mono cosplayer while we were there, so we got to take pictures together. It was super adorable. And then number 1 is my Ganon cosplay. So this was an original design that I made for the Met Gala for Katsucon 2024. It was the first time I made a corset like that, where specifically the fake stained glass corsets that, oh my god, this creator, I cannot remember their name. They made the first ones, and they make them, that's like what their job is now. They only make these like stained glass looking corsets out of like Worbla and resin and all that good stuff. And I wanted my own attempt at it. Now mind you, I did not have the fancy materials that they use, but I made it work. And I will be making a full video on how I made the corset as well as the rest of the cosplay, and how I made it in a crunch, because that's what we do apparently. But overall, I had a really fun time making it, and I cannot wait to share that with you guys. And that's it. That's the video. Thank you for sticking around till the end. It means so much to me if you did. If you want to support me, all I ask is that you watch the videos. I'll leave a little thing in the corner for all the videos that I've mentioned today, or I'll leave a playlist down in the description. If you want to support me financially, my Ko-fi will be down there as well. My end goal in life is to have this be my full-time job. That's what I want. I want this to be my job. Even if it is just a part-time job that I do something else with on the side, that would still be, if I could do this for the majority of my day, that's what I want. That's what I want to do. So if you want to help me out, feel free. I'll leave a link for everything else. And I will see you guys in the next video, which will most likely be about Ganon, unless I get the holiday spirit. But I'm kind of a Scrooge, so we'll see if that happens. But thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.